Welcome back, intuitives, and welcome to any new intuitives. Natalie here. We are back to do a reading on this crash beings that crashed in this family's backyard in Las Vegas, Nevada of April 30th to May 1st of 2023 this year. It's been going viral, going crazy. People are talking about it. So I want to do a reading. And I do have some higher self intuitive awakened universal music playing in the background that I do not own the rights to. What I want to do is I want to read some information about this event. The call, the 911 call, what angels saying, the witness that called, and the supposed events or event. And all the timestamps will be linked in the description below if you want to skip anything at all. So let's begin by reading some information. Then I'll pull some general messages on what the energy is surrounding this event and what is said. And then we will begin with the reading. So all this information is for entertainment purposes only, but the truth is always stranger than fiction. So always have an open mind, and let's begin by reading some information. And let's do 120. All right. Craft crashed with beings in it in backyard of family's Las Vegas home. So on May 1st, April 30th, about midnight, a family made a call to 911 to report a crash in their backyard, that something fell out of the sky. Also, they reported seeing very tall beings that were, quote, 100% not human. The caller said his brother, his father, and himself were outside in the backyard. This is actually corrected later on. So, working on their truck, then something crashed, and that, quote, they felt this type of shockwave. The brother's son who called 911 said, we just seen in the corner of our eye something fall down from the sky. It was with lights, and when it hit down, there was like a big impact. We felt like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us. And then we have like big equipment, and we see there's like an 8-foot tall person beside it, and another one's inside of it, and it has big eyes, and it's looking at us. They're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 feet tall, and they're not human. 100%, they're not human. So officers responded to the call, went to the residence, but when they arrived, there was no sign of these creatures. So police said officers conducted a preliminary investigation, but were unable to find anything. The case was closed as unfounded. The House of Oversight Committee is in the early stages of preparing a hearing on UFOs in the wake of unconfirmed claims the U.S. allegedly found crashed alien spacecraft, an account that the Pentagon says is unsubstantiated. All of the information I got, the websites will be linked in the description below as well. The former intelligence office, David Grush, had alleged on Monday that the U.S. government has a covert program focused on recovering debris from crashed non-human origin spacecraft and is attempting to reverse engineer the technology, the online tech outlet the debris reported. Now, who does this remind you of? The Area 51 whistleblower, Bob Lazar. So now, on April 30th, around 11:50 p.m., a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body camera video recorded something that streaked low across the sky. Several people across eastern Cali, Nevada, and Utah reported seeing the flash. Drone video showed a circular imprint in the dirt. It was actually gravel. 40 minutes later, the man called 911. So they reported 2 moving beings, creatures. When he was explaining to the dispatcher these beings, he said that they were still there. The conversation went like this between the man and the dispatcher. The dispatcher, okay, where is this on your property? Caller, in my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually... We're terrified. Dispatcher, so there's 2 people, there's 2 subjects in your backyard. Caller, correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 feet tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're human. They're not 100% not human. So several other family members confirmed the sighting to police. The 2 officers that dispatch sent to the home to investigate. The 8 News Now investigators obtained body camera video from both of the officers. I'm so nervous right now, one officer said, as he is preparing to drive to the house. I have butterflies, bro. Saw a shooting star, and now that these people are saying there's aliens in their backyard. They arrived about 30 minutes after the 911 call. What did you see? One officer asked a witness. It was like a big creature, one witness said. A big creature? The officer asked. Yeah, more than 10 feet tall, the witness replied. I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, the officer said. So that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? The video shows one officer walking into the backyard to investigate. The Metro Police actually blocked this out, part of the body camera video, citing privacy laws. I don't believe in it, but I saw what I saw. Okay, sorry. I don't believe in it, but what I saw right now, I do believe in it, a witness told police. You guys seem like legit scared, so I don't blame you, an officer replied. Around the same time, another witness told police they saw an SUV circling the area. While one officer is investigating the backyard, a second officer is talking to neighbors driving by. This might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? An officer asked a passenger in a passing car. This reminds me of an experience I had driving at night towards Hill Air Force Base in Layton, Utah, where I was living. I was actually, my son was barely born. And I was driving at night going north on the freeway towards Layton, where I lived. I lived a block from Hill Air Force Base. I didn't live on Hill Air Force Base. But my actual friend was meeting me there, driving the same freeway somewhere else, but going the same direction. All of a sudden, I see this bright flash of light, literally like maybe a mile above the actual base. It just popped, like it came out of nowhere. It just brightened up, a huge white yellow flash, and then it was like almost on fire, and then it was falling diagonally, and then it just disappeared across like the horizon of like the houses and buildings and stuff. And I call my friend up and I'm like, did you see that? She's like, yeah, I seen that. What was that? And I'm like, I don't know, but that was over the base. And we never heard a word. We never heard a word of what it was, where it went, nothing. But it was almost like it just appeared in the sky, out of the blue. Like you didn't see it come from way up high sky. Like it just appeared right above the base, and it was like on fire falling. It was pretty wild. Anyway, so I would normally discount it as probably not real. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, the reason that's why I'm investigating it further, this officer says. The family said officials returned to the home over several days to investigate, but no concrete evidence was found. Hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? An officer said as he walks away from the house and back to his cruiser. Representatives from nearby Creech and Nellis Air Force bases said they were not involved in this incident and suggested calling Metro Police. A spokesperson for the Pentagon did not respond immediately to questions regarding the event. Calling in a hoax 911 call is a Category E felony in Nevada. A conviction can carry 1 to 4 year prison sentence. So, when the man was explaining these beings near this equipment, which was a forklift, also the man said when this thing fell into the backyard, they felt this type of shockwave energy, and things looked like blurry, like it was trying to camouflage, he says. Also, when they seen the crash, they seen these creatures in whatever that crashed. There were a number of other police reports that night of unusual sky activity in the area. The U.S. government received more than 510 claims of UFO sighting between late 2004 and mid-2022, according to a declassified version of an annual report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, published January 12th, I believe this year, 2023. The witness, Angel, gave an interview just recently to tell his experience. He says, also post this, I will post this video in the description below. It's not really an interview. He's just posting this video and explaining his story, the event, everything. So that he was going to explain this the best he could in the video, that this is not a conspiracy theory, that he is not making the video for clout or fame. He explains that he was with his brother only at the time, fixing the truck, okay? And he heard something falling out of the sky. He turned around and seen this thing, this big light, then hits, and it's a big impact. His brother and him looked at each other and were scared. He said when the bang, big impact happened, that shockwave happened, and it was like an outer body experience, he says. Everything was blurry in the backyard area only, then heard a lot of footsteps. Then he shows the police officer's body cam of the object falling out of the sky that he was referring to. Then he shows a Ring camera video from the neighborhood. It shows everything lights up. Out of the blue, you can hear something falling, then a loud bang, and right before the bang crash, there was a bright flash. Then he explains that he then seen the 8 foot tall or so tall beings, skinny, but he called his dad out to the backyard, which he saw the same creature that Angel saw. They started freaking out. His dad told him to go into the house. Now, he shows a video of their backyard. It shows the family freaked out, recording what looks like they were staying at a distance, like there was a gate fence, and they were staying at a distance from the backyard, just watching. You could tell they were totally freaked the F out, though. He said just moments after the video, him and his brother went to go pick up his tools. Then his brother calls him and told him, freaking out, look behind the forklift. So he was facing the forklift and he seen the alien creature. So when he saw it, it was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray, greenish color. When he looked at it in its eyes, his body just froze. By the way, I've had my own experience of something similar. I've never explained this, actually. I've been waiting for the right time. I've told some things of what I've experienced, but not particular this one. I was 18, and we've always seen things above the Layton Hill Air Force Base in Utah, and like out by the Great Salt Lake, just lights and stuff like that. But when I was 18, I started getting visitations. So you don't have to believe me. I don't really care. That's why I'm sharing it and doing this video. But again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. But they were tall beings that were 8-9 feet tall. They were skinny. The arms were very, very, very long, like halfway to the thigh. Very skinny. I would say they were gray, green, blue colored, and they had these bumps, not really the forehead, but like a little bit above, and there was like a few of them like that. And they would come to me all the time, daily. I would be watched by them all the time, but they would really come and visit when I would sleep. It didn't matter if I was napping during the midday, if there was family in the same room at night, it didn't matter. I would be woke up paralyzed, but I could see around the room, but I couldn't move any part of my body. And I would see these creatures, I'd see certain lights, and I would be awake for a moment, and then I would be forced back to sleep. And part of my job was to fight this force back to sleep thing. Okay, this happened for 2 years, almost nightly or naply. Okay, and I was pregnant, eventually pregnant with my son, and I was a few months pregnant, and they came during a nap time, and I asked them to stop coming until maybe later on or something, and it's never happened since, except once, and that was last year, and my son is almost 11 years old. So I just wanted to share this experience. You don't have to believe me, but I actually resonate with how he explains these creatures, because I have done a lot of research, talked to a lot of people about what types of creatures and beings are out there, and I have not gotten the exact description of these beings that I've seen. But he doesn't explain those bumps on the head, so that's one thing that I'm like, oh. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. I just wanted to share this pretty wild shit, all right? Anyway, so Then he says it was like in the same way of sleep paralysis. Okay. It's so funny because I write this down while I'm reading the website article or watching a video. I pause it and I write down. So after he was explaining this being and that he got froze, it reminded me of my experience. And so I said, by the way, I have had my own experiences, tell this story. Then I click play, and then he says, then he says it was like in the same way of sleep paralysis. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, anyway, so while he was staring at him, the creature, he looked at it, his whole body. He had weird looking feet, big face, big eyes, big mouth. He could hear his loud, deep breathing and could even see his stomach moving. He just stared back at him. Seconds later, he could move again. Then he started running towards the house. Then he called 911. So while the family, were waiting for the police to come, he could hear footsteps in the backyard area. He could hear loud whispers. They were in the living room area, the family, and they also heard footsteps on the roof. So they waited for the police. He told them what they saw and that the police were kind of freaked out. He showed the police body camera footage. He explains the police went into the backyard and one of the officers pointed out the gravel. There was this perfect circle that was like an impression. One of the officers ran outside to go ask around to find out if any more people else seen anything, so he shows all the footage available to see. He said the police were leaving and they went into the house, the family did, and started praying. Then they heard screaming like a loud human scream in the backyard. Now there is a better video of the family recording and being near the backyard, so that link will be in the description below as well. So it shows the family all looking into the backyard area, recording. Then they all seen something, it seems, and then they backed up really quickly, freaked out. In the video you can kind of see this. I don't know for sure. People are saying you can kind of see this face head, okay, that is 8 to 10 feet tall. And can't really tell with the face very good though. So could see some kind of movement with this thing, kind of can point out a large head and long neck. So that's possible footage of one of these beings, but people have a lot of questions and they want to know more about this situation, and so do I. So let's find out if we can get any more clarity on the situation, what happened exactly, and let's do those general energy messages, find out what energy keywords we can find. Okay, then we'll begin with the reading. So again, all timestamps will be in the description below if you want to skip anything at all. And okay, so let's just do 1810. Give us a second. Okay, so again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. The truth is always stranger than fiction. Always ask questions no matter what it's about. Always have an open mind. So we're going to begin with the Angel Wisdom cards. And I personally always ask guides of love and light only, divine source light creator to guide me, okay? Can we get a general message around the energy of this event? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel works on the pink ray of love, and being blessed with this Archangel card indicates that you're ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Something being open. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. It reminds me of this family. This creates a bridge of light, very interesting, which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. Affirmation says, my heart is filled with the flame of love. Flame, light, bridge, the family. Is this authentic? We'll find out. Let's do the Awakened Dreamer Oracle. Keep in mind, I do live pretty darn close to Skinwalker Ranch, about 20 minutes. But I grew up mostly in Layton, Utah, near Hill Air Force Base. And the most that I've ever seen was out that way. Just saying. But I've seen some things out here as well. Okay, wait a minute. Looked like there was one turned over. Maybe not. Okay, we're good. Okay, can we get another, any keywords about this situation, this event? Heaven on earth. Whoa, something on earth. All right. Heaven is always just a perception away. Their perception was obscured right when this thing supposedly crashed, right? Available every day in every way. You are in heaven now, even as you are on earth, surrounded by living souls, exploring and expanding in consciousness. I do feel like this is part of an awakening. I really do. Okay, spend today seeing earth through the eyes of heaven, it says. Okay. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll probably say that again just in case. All right. If you would like to share, you don't have to, but let me know your thoughts. Okay. All right. Last one from the Shaman Wisdom cards. Can we get one last message? Okay. Number 2. That's really interesting. This is Taurus energy, which is actually an earth sign. The second house is very earthy. It's anything material, tangible on the earth plane. So it says grass, moon, Taurus, pots, and child. I do want to read this out of the guidebook. Number 2, grass, moon. I am grass, moon. I am the soft light of spring falling on the tall prairie grass. I am resources powerfully at hand. I am valued. The great buffalo is illuminated in my subtle light as it falls on the tall prairie grass, gently wafting in the night breeze. The grass gracefully bends to the wind. Oh, and the step of those who tread upon it, but provides food, shelter, and beauty, sustenance for life. Rely on the resources at hand and your strengths to gather in abundant supply. Something to do with resources with this thing. Your way is being lightened for increased possessions and financial prosperity. Don't look too far away or too high. You may miss what is underfoot, already present. Get down to earth. You may want to roll in the grass on a moonlit night. And this was at night. All right, that's pretty wild. Okay. Well, I think we are ready to begin with the reading. Welcome. Okay, we are going to begin this reading on the crash and bings in the family's Las Vegas backyard. Okay, again, all for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Always have an open mind. Always question. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to begin with the Muse Tarot. And this may be a 2-part video. Okay, I got a lot of questions, so... All right, my first question. First of all, what do we need to know about this event? Divine Source, Light, Creator, Guides of Love and Light only. What do we need to know about this event? I knew we were going to get that. It was on the bottom. Whoa. Wow. Okay. I had a feeling this is an awakening. This is the truth being shown, okay? So we have the devil, first of all. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So the devil's Capricorn energy. Capricorn's an earth sign. It's a number 15. Well, 1 and 5 is a 6. The 6th house is Virgo. It's the body, health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. It can be organization, but the devil card is some kind of attachments, malevolence, violence, toxicity, lies, deception, hidden things, manipulations, okay? So what we need to know. All right, this right here is being balanced. The truth is shining upon any deception, any lost history, any manipulations, any lies that we've been told. It is coming to light. It is balancing out because the Queen of Swords is the air. She wields the truth sword, which belongs to Archangel Michael. And this is all about balance, truth, clarity, karma, and justice. It's about truth and authenticity. Wow. Okay. So was this event authentic, real? Was this event authentic, real, this crash, these beings in this backyard, Las Vegas family home. Are you kidding? Justice. Major Arcana. That's a Major Arcana of the Devil. Now we have another Major Arcana. This is Libra energy, which this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is the number 11. This is truth. This is authentic. Balance. Justice. The truth being shown. She's being split open, but being split open, she is lightened. Coming to the surface, coming up to the light. One second. Okay, so this card, when I asked, is this event real, authentic? If it was, this is the card you want, because this is Archangel Michael. This is truth. This is clarity, right? And isn't she walking to the door that's lit up and not darkened anymore? That is amazing. Wow. Okay, what fell out of the sky? What fell out of the sky into that backyard? The sun, another Major Arcana. Light, solar energy, light. We keep getting the light energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is fire energy. This can be a yes card, but this is an awakening, an enlightenment, clarity as well, because things were being lit up. This is, oh my gosh, wow. This is something, a ball of light. Light. Okay, what a trip. Okay, was it a crash? Was it an actual crash wreck? Try that again. Was this an actual crash wreck? Another Major Arcana. Oh my gosh. We got another yes. So, this was a crash, a wreck. Absolutely. So the first card is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is fire. Look at the sunshine, lit, clarity, and enlightenment. It's shedding light upon any darkness. This is the 8, the changes, the transformations, the death, rebirth. This year is huge on finding clarity about lies and deception and manipulations. Okay, that we've all been a part of. Again, all for entertainment purposes only. So this is taming the beast. The Lion and the Lamb, Beauty and the Beast, courage, passion, strength, inner strength, fortitude, perseverance. Then we have an Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, materials. This is something tangible, okay? Something you can touch. Aces is always a yes. This can be a new beginning on the planet Earth. A new beginning with the earthly realm, the earthly world, 3D Earth. This can be planting seeds, something planted. Interesting. Oh my gosh. So was the family expecting this event at all? Was this family expecting the event at all? Oh. Thank you. Knight of Wands, so that's fire energy. Knights are the battlers, the warriors, protected, but the Knight of Wands is very, look at the fireworks. Are you freaking kidding me? This is something coming in very fast, sudden, very, very quick, goes quickly in and out. That explains the situation very, very well. Oh my goodness. It's like this Knight of Wands comes quickly in and out and usually unexpected and takes action very fast. So I don't think they were aware of the event at all, like that it was going to happen. I really don't. Okay, so was this event somewhat staged? Somewhat staged. 10 of emotions, 10 of cups. Okay, well that's interesting. 10 can be a no for me. But the 10 of cups can be a home and family. Ooh, what? Was the family part of this somewhat, okay. Was the family part of a stage somehow? Was this family part of this staged event somehow? I don't even know if it was staged. But what were they? No. No. Okay. All right. So the 10 of Cups can be good foundation, good structure, good stability, comfortability, good emotions, balanced emotions. But the 10 for me is a no. Okay, then we have the Five of Pentacles. 5 is changes and transformations. The 5 of Pentacles is left out in cold, left out, separation, divorce, loss, poor, financial loss, some kind of left out. So I think it was like this family was particularly part of this stage. I don't even think it was a stage. But we're going to keep asking questions. So, were there real aliens? Were there real aliens? 9 of Voices. So that's the 9 of Swords. The 9th house can be spirituality, faith, higher learning, higher perceptions, higher education, higher realms, higher something. And the Voices, Swords is air. This can be nightmares, stress, fear, anxiety, worry, doubt. Totally tied up in the head in a negative way. Something from above. Fear from above. That's what I get out of that. I'm going to get a different tarot deck. I also do readings on Skinwalker Ranch, and I've done it on Area 51 and all sorts of stuff. So, okay, Starman Tarot. I do want to ask again, were these beings, these creatures, aliens, ETs? Were they aliens, ETs? Were these beings in their backyard that crashed? Aliens, ETs. Oh, that's so funny. We have another 9. Now it's a 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles is something tangible. 9th house is higher learning, higher perceptions, higher education. The 9 of Pentacles, though, is a single, independent energy, moneymaker, breadwinner. Oh, a ghost, a bird, a bat, a rabbit. This is very independent, though. I don't know what that means. Independent. Was there only one? What? Was there only one creature being? What? Oh. It's like 2 was 1. 2 was 1. Strength. Leo energy. This is that 8. Oh my gosh, my cat. Okay, so this is kind of weird. The 8 is an infinity. It's a connection, right? And the strength card is that Lion and the Lamb, Beauty and the Beast, Taming the Beast. It's your inner lion, your inner strength, that courage, that passion, the fortitude, perseverance. Oh, this is freaking weird. Was there more than one being, creature, in that backyard, in that crash? Was there more than one? Was there more than one? Okay. Okay, Judgment. Huh. Wow. That's a big, huge yes for me. So, I think there was 2. I think there was 2. We got 9, 9, right? And they're independent or something. Singled out. I mean, beings can be singled out by society. Weird. And then we got the Lion and the Lamb. 2 lines there. And then Judgment, which is a number 20 of the major arcanas. Reduce the 20 to a 2, which is earthly realm, earthly plane. And the Judgment card is a huge yes. So I think there was 2. Let's see. Were there actually 2? The Starman. This is a big yes for me too, because this is a major arcana, the Magician. This is Master Alchemist. This is having all the tools you need to manifest something. Creating something, mastering at something. Yeah. It could be magic as well. Oh, I gotta be careful with some of these cards, so. I think there's 2. Okay. So now, what happened? What happened with the crash. What happened? Why did it happen? What happened? Jeez, hello. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is fire energy. It is manifesting, creating, inspirations, creativity, magic, waving the magic wand, a new beginning in that. Compassion, passion, fire energy, actions. It looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? Did this object catch on fire? Whoa. Did this object catch on fire? 10 of Cups. It was like that 10 of Emotions. 10 can be a no for me. It manifested though. Oh, manifested into the earthly plane, earthly realm. Weird. The 10 of Cups. That can be structure, stability, some kind of structure. Family, home, comfort, stability. Emotions. So weird. Did it like somehow manifest into the 3D? Did it somehow manifest into the 3D? Strange. Okay, yep. Ace of Pentacles again. Aces is a yes, and Pentacles is something tangible, earthly, right? It manifested into the earthly plane. Weird. Was it not supposed to? Was it not supposed to manifest into the 3D? Queen of Wands. That's fire energy. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands is all about recognition, spotlight on the stage, recognized, action-oriented, determined, reclaims her power. But this is being recognized in the spotlight scene. It was seen. And it's like it wasn't supposed to. Oh my gosh. Was it shot down? Was it somehow like shot down? Ace of Cups. That's a yes. Aces is always a yes for me. Ace of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It can be feelings, emotions, heart, love, intuition. But this is a yes for me. Holy shit. Wow. So was it shot down by our own government? Was it shot down by our own government? Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Interesting, another major arcana, the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's the number 2 of the major arcanas, the second house, earthly realm, 3D earth. The High Priestess, though, she like knows a lot of secrets, information, and knowledge, but keeps it to herself. And she's very psychic and very intuitive. Secrets. Secrets. Okay. So, all right, let's just keep going. What did the police officer think first when he see this light falling, right? What did he think it was at first? Oh, or I don't know if it was it a she? I can't remember. What did the police officer think when they seen this light falling in the sky? What did they first think it was? I mean, I know she's, or he, I don't know. I know they said it was like a shooting star. Oh, it was a he. Yeah, sorry. What did they think at first what it was? 8 of Swords. 8 can be death, rebirth. Swords is the air. Oh, there's lightning. There's crows that are their messengers. 8 of Swords is something locked up, tied up behind bars. Jail. Huh. She's in a coffin. Something, about death. Weird. Okay, Does Angel, the witness who called 911, or other members of the family get to record any more of the object that fell? Did the family angel get to record any of the object? Six of Pentacles. Huh. Well, Six of Pentacles is like a law of attraction. It's a give and take. Charity. Generosity. It could be abilities, psychic abilities, receiving and giving. It reminds me of two energies. There's two people that are weird, but they're like raising their hands in the sky, and they've got these dragons, snake dragons that are circling their body. Pretty wild, right? Did they get two videos of this object that crashed? Did the family get two videos of the object that crashed? 10 of Wands. 10 can be a no. Ten can be a no. 10 of Wands is like burdens. So it can be a completion of burdens too. Or being burdened with something and that's about to change. Because 10 is a completion. Like cycles. Okay, what about this? Did they get any video footage of any of these beings? Did the family get any video footage of these beings? 10. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles can be home, family, structure, stability, financial comfort, community, group. Oh boy. Oh shoot. Hold on. If so, do they still have these videos? Do they still have these videos? But I'm kind of wondering something else. Do they still have these videos, this family, of the beings, the crashed object? 5 of Wands. Well, 5 can be about changes and transformations. 5 of Wands is battle, conflict, tug of war, arguing, drama. Okay, so now I want to know. Were there videos taken? Were there videos taken? Ace of Wands. Oh, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ace of Wands. That is a yes. That's fire energy. Okay. Wow. That's a big yes. Okay. That can be manifesting, magic, waving the magic wand, right? And then the Page of Swords can be moving to, it's an offer, a message, an opportunity, or something new. To move to a more solid ground, but being careful and strategic by doing that with researching information and knowledge. Also, light bulb moments. And this can be spying, stalking, watching. Okay. Then, the 8 of Swords. Locked up, tied up. I feel like they did have some more video footage, and they either got an offer or it was taken from them by those watching. And it was, yeah, locked up. Is that correct? Is that correct? The Chariot, and the Sun. Those are two major arcanas in a row. The Chariot is the number 7. The 7th house can be relationships, balance, partnerships. It's like Libra energy. It reminds me of that Justice card, which is truth. But the Chariot is Cancer energy. It is mixing two opposite energies very well. But it's a vehicle. It can be forward movement, taking control, taking the reins. Warrior spirit. Then the Sun. Sun can be a yes for me. The Sun is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is at number 19 in this major arcanas, which is also a 10. 10 is success, completion, fulfillment, cycles. And the Sun can be joy, happiness, light, enlightenment, awakening, clarity, lit up, illumination. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, if they do... why do they not have posted it? Okay, was the family offered money to give up some videos? The Magician. Another major arcana. The number 1 of the major arcanas. This can be a yes. This can be manifesting, magic, alchemy, alchemizing something. Having all the tools you need to manifest something. That's a yes. That's air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Wow. Oh, look at that. 6 of Pentacles on the bottom. This is charity, generosity, give and take. Law of attraction. Give and take. And Pentacles can be money. Wow. Okay. Again, all this is for entertainment purposes only. So, where did these beings come from? Where did these beings come from? Ooh, Page of Wands. Pages can be young energy, but it's always something new and offer a message or an opportunity. Wands is good news, but it's also new inspirations, new creativity, new passion, new actions. Oh, new fire energy. But her pants are very interesting with the geckos, the lizards, and what she has manifested in the air. It looks like a portal, doesn't it? Or a wormhole or something. More fire energy. Did they come through a portal? Did these beings and object come through a portal? The Hangman, another major arcana. The Hangman is a number 12. Well, the 12th house can be unknown, hidden, unseen things. Also, it's a 3. Third house in astrology is Gemini ruled. It's an air sign, and it's communication, transportation, journeys, and technology. The Hangman is getting a whole new perspective, looking at things differently, sacrifice, limbo mode, hanging at free will, not living in full reality. Oh my goodness. Something flipped as well. Something turned around, something flipped. Did it have something to do with some kind of wormhole or a portal? Did it have something to do with some kind of wormhole or portal? 4 of Pentacles. 4th house can be home, family, structure, stability. Pentacles is something tangible. 4 of Pentacles, though, can be holding back, holding tightly. Something held back. Something held up. Holding back. Holding tightly. It's like, did the portal or wormhole get closed or something, and that's what caused their crash? Did the portal or wormhole get closed or something, and that's what caused their crash? 9 of Wands. That 9th house, spirituality, faith, higher learning, higher education, higher perspectives. Wands, fire, energy. The 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior, though, and protects themselves, protects everything they've built, protects something being protected. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, that's really interesting. Look at the fence, wall, barrier. Is it a barrier between realities? Is it a barrier between realities? Is it a barrier between realities? Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh. Knight of Wands. Fire energy. Knight. Warriors. Armor. protective, right? The Knight of Wands comes quickly in and out, very fast, sudden, swift, back and forth, off and on. Passionate, fiery, flirtatious. I don't know. Some kind of like, I don't know if it's conflict, but it's like squeezed, tightened, held back, blocked, fenced off, something wild. The drum reminds me of like a frequency, a sound too. Okay, what happened when this object flashed right before it crashed or impacted the ground? What happened when that flash started? 10 of Coins. That's the 10 of Pentacles. It says lasting security. Secure. Something secured. 10 of Pentacles can be something of a structure or a stability, a foundation, community, group, society, connections, roots, ancestors, family. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Hold on a tick. Okay. Was this some kind of shock wave? Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh! It says unstoppable force. Knight of Swords is air. Knights are the warriors, the battlers. They wear the armor, right? And this is very reckless, quick, speedy, chasing, fast, but rash. Oh boy, unstoppable force. Okay. Was it of some kind of energy? King of Coins, King of Pentacles. This is secure abundance, something secured. This is good stability. It can be lineage, fatherly. King of Pentacles is earthy, earth sign. Secure abundance. Vehicle, and he's holding on to his pentacle very tightly. Can be financial, material stuff, gain. If so, what produced it? What produced it? Ace of Coins. Wow. Ace of Coins, it says new abundance. But this can be new security, new financial reward, new offers and opportunities of something material, tangible. The Pentacles, super interesting. Branches coming off of it. Weird. Why did the shockwave happen? Why did this shockwave even happen? Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. Because, oh my gosh, this Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's the seer. Sight. Sees things. She's very intuitive as well. She's balanced with her feelings and emotions. She's there for others' feelings and emotions. She's empathy, sympathy, sympathetic. But it says intuitive compassion. But this is from being seen. Secured from being seen. Okay. Now, was it to somewhat prevent an impact to the ground too? Was this type of shock wave something to help the impact or crash with this object? Just curious. Oh my gosh, the Tower and the Judgment, 2 major arcana. Yep. So the Tower is something like pulling the rug out from underneath the feet. It is like the lightning striking the tower, falling out of the tower, crumbling of a foundation, total change, total transformation. It says painful transition. Then the Judgment card is a huge yes for me. It says earn the reward, but the Judgment is a big yes. It can be a judgment call, making a big decision, judgment, surrendering, forgiveness, but yeah. And look at her face, right? It's split down the middle. You see this side and this side. This is different from this one, right? Oh, what a trip. I think it's both. I think it has something to do with it being seen and the impact. So, did this object have the ability to camouflage? Did this object have the ability to camouflage, please? 10 of Wands. Oh, 10 can be a no. 10 of Wands, though, is that fire energy. It says heavy burden. It can be about burdens or being burdened. But it's usually to put your burdens down to get a new beginning, a fresh start. Maybe it couldn't. Maybe it tried. But it was too burdened. Is that correct? Did it try to camouflage? Ooh, 4 swords. It says earned rest. Magician's on the bottom. That's a yes. Okay, the 4 of swords, though, is something laid to rest. Rest, recuperation, a break, nap, time out. Break before you get back up to fight, battle, stand up, persevere. Huh. But that magician's also a yes, but it's also manifesting, trying to create something. But it's like, it had to rest, or it tried, but it was put to rest, or like stopped, you know, for a moment. Because this doesn't have to be completely rest, like rest freaking, you know, right? Oh boy. Let's keep going. Was this shockwave energy also part of it trying to camouflage? I'm going to ask it in a different way. The Hermit. The Hermit. Hermiting. Pulling back. Time out. It can be meditation. Break time. This is Virgo energy. Virgo rules the 6th house of the body. Health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. It says soul searching. It can be introspection. Hidden knowledge, inner knowledge, old soul, inner light. Lighting the path ahead. That's dark. Wild. Well, I think we got our answer. Same one. I think he was trying to. So what did Angel and his brother first think the crash was? What did they first think what the crash was? I may have to get another deck. What did Angel and his brother first think that the crash was? 9 of Cups. Ooh. A star. A meteorite. Because the 9 of Cups, it says wishes granted. This can be making a wish upon a star. A shooting star. Your wish is about to come true. Rest after all your hard work. Overindulgence in resting. Look at the magic lamp. Whoa. I think they thought it was some kind of meteorite. Totally. Wow. Or like, yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so did they both have their phones on them when this crash happened? People have this question. Did they both have their phones on them when this crash happened? Huh, 7 of Cups. They could have, but they were like, totally not there. He said outer body experience because this can be head in the clouds, dreams, fantasy land, multiple opportunities, and confusion. And it says grandiose temptations. I think they did, but they were so freaking confused. It was like this dream or fantasy. Did they think to record it at all? Knight of Wands. Well, this can be the fearless action. It can be very fast movement, quickly in and out, back and forth, off and on. I think they just were back and forth, like super fast. Yes, no, yes. Not thinking about it, you know? That's what that energy is like. Okay. All right, so what were these beings trying to do right after it crashed? What were these beings trying to do right after it crashed, the object crashed? Queen of Coins. Ha ha ha. Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is earthy. But she is secure. She is a security blanket in our material world. It says peaceful abundance. She is prosperous, materially set, comfortable in her life, cuts out any BS and nonsense. But the butterflies that are surrounding her, butterflies are transforming, right? Metamorphosis. And she's always got a security blanket. Trying to secure themselves. Okay, one sec. Okay, so now I want to know when the impact happened. Why wasn't there a bigger hole in the ground? And I think we already got that answered, but why wasn't there a bigger hole in the ground? 5 of Coins, that's that 5 of Pentacles. 5 is change, transformation of something, right? It says hard misfortune. The 5 of Pentacles is like a separation, a loss, a financial loss, poor, left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold. So something separated. Did the ground and this, we got that shockwave energy, right? So did the ground, that sound could have been, what is that? This, it's like when the jet, what is that called? The jet hits a certain speed and it creates the sound wave. Was it like that? The Empress. Oh, well, she's the 3rd major arcana in the tarot. 3, the 3rd house is Gemini air energy. It's communication, transportation, journey, and technology. The Empress, this is nurturing creator. She can be pregnant with something, about to give birth to something, about to create something. She can be Gaia, Mother Earth, 3D plane, 3D Earth, 3D reality. She's protecting her belly. But it's outer space and the earth. Okay, was it like this energy that put some kind of force field barrier between the ground and the object? Oh, you finished. Okay, so funny. 6 of Swords. Well, the 6 of Swords, the 6th house is the body, health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries, and organization. It can be boundaries. And Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This can be movement, some kind of movement. It can be moving at a troubled time, something troubled, some challenge to more calmer ground. And it can be travel, some kind of movement, vehicle. Well, that's pretty wild. Okay. All right. Now, was this object very lightweight? Was this object very lightweight? The Hangman. What? Oh, the Hangman's at 12. That's interesting. Another 3. 3, communication, transportation, journey, and technology. So the Hangman is flipped, reversed. Oh, it reminds me of reverse engineer. Oh, seriously. Wow. Also, this is upside down world, not living in reality. He looks lightweight in the air, doesn't he? What's that called again? You know. Okay. I think so. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. With the ring camera footage, the sound of the impact was pretty darn loud. Should anyone need to question the bang and the impact? Should anyone question the bang and the impact? Queen of Wands, fire energy. So it says confident, ambition. Interesting. Well, that's recognition, right? Reclaims her power in the spotlight, on the stage. I think they should question everything. She takes action. She's very intuitive. She's good with communication. So I think they should ask all the questions they can to get clarity and see the truth. So, pretty interesting. Is the family completely authentic about what happened? Is the family completely authentic about what happened? Completely, 100%. Seven of Swords. Hidden deceit. That's lying, stealing, cheating, thieving, strategic sneakiness. But I want to know, were they authentic at first? Was the family authentic at first? Was the family authentic at first? Okay. Was the family authentic, completely authentic in the very beginning of the call that night? Queen of Pentacles. Well, she's confident. She's an earth sign. She is security. She is abundance. She's materially set and well off. She turns down lowball offers, lies, deceit. Can we get a confirmation? Was the family authentic when they called and told everything to the police? Seven of Pentacles. Well, the 7th house can be balance, relationships. Pentacles is something tangible. The 7 of Pentacles is planting seeds, though. It is planting something to reach this abundance. Very interesting. It could have been led to that situation. Again, all this is for entertainment purposes only. But this is planting something. Seeds to grow something, to grow everything abundant that you want. So was this a change in some kind of material abundance for them? Was this a change in some kind of material abundance for them? The Hierophant, which is actually a number 5 of the major arcana, Taurus energy and earth sign. 5 is changes, transformations. The Hierophant can hold keys and information to society, community, but it's also marriage, contract, commitment. It's also spiritual, religious leader or teacher. Enlightenment, awakening, conformity, rules, establishments. So, wow. All right. Was the family threatened at all? Was the family threatened at all then? Please, Divine Source, Light, Creator, Guides of Love and Light only. Was the family threatened in any way? Jeez. I think that's why things changed or something, because the Magician is a yes. Magician is magic, manifesting, creating, trying to create something. Master Alchemist, alchemizing something. So alchemizing is changing something. Something being changed. Magic. Okay, so yeah, I think so. Okay. Were they offered money? Was the family offered money to be quiet or something? Was the family offered money to be quiet or something? Oh. We got 2 knights. Okay, 2 knights and the 7 of Swords. So, the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Feelings, emotions, but it's messages. Some kind of messages, possible of feelings and emotions. But the Knights can be military as well for me. The Knight of Pentacles is a dark horse. Pentacles is something tangible. Can be material. It can be money. So the Knight of Pentacles, nothing's going to stand in his way. He may leave clues behind. He's very determined, but he always finishes the race. The Knight of Cups doesn't always finish the race because he's sensitive. Now, the 7 of Swords is the liar, cheater, strategic sneakiness, deceit, manipulation. So here's the Knight of Cups. It's like there were some kind of communication, message shared to move forward, possibly with money, and sneakily doing it, strategically doing it. Oh, again, all for entertainment purposes only. So I wonder why my phone keeps doing that zooming in and out thing. Weird. So, All right. Was the family truly scared, frightened when it first happened, this event? The Fool? The Fool can be immature, but the Fool is error. It's a leap of faith, trusting the fall, jumping into the unknown, having full faith, going for it. But it can be spontaneous. It can be adventurous. But he's usually not scared. Were they spontaneously scared in the beginning? Were they like spontaneously scared in the beginning, this family, when it first happened? Three Swords, we already had that. Okay, Three Swords is heartbreak, betrayal. Three Swords in the heart, feeling betrayed. It could be betrayal of communication and words. The heart being hurt. Okay, then the Two of Pentacles is an imbalance. This can be fear too, and anguish and pain. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is an imbalance. It can be intoxication or trying to balance. It's juggling. Trying to juggle everything that they felt that was real. Okay. All right. Now with the footsteps, were these beings trying to hide themselves? With the family hearing these footsteps, actually, did they hear footsteps? Did this family really hear footsteps right after the crash? The Hermit, Virgo. The Hermit is a number 9. 9th house is that spirituality, faith, higher learning, higher perspectives, higher education. The Hermit is lighting the dark path ahead to walk your path. It can be hermiting, pulling back, hiding out. I think I answered both those questions. So, all right. I'm going to move these forward a little bit. There we go. How tall were these beings? Can we get... This figure looks tall, and this is a number 9 of the major arcanas. How tall were these beings? Ooh, we have a freaking 10. I think between 9 and 10 feet tall. Look at that, 9, 10 right here. Jeez. 10 of Swords can be betrayals. 10 Swords in the back, feeling betrayed too. But I think between 9 and 10 feet tall. That is freaking tall. Wow. Okay. What were these beings trying to do after the crash? I'm going to ask it in a slightly different way. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is building up a wall, a barrier to protect how far you've come in a wounded warrior. Fire energy. Holy shiznit. Oh. Wow. Okay. Were they waiting for anyone to come get them? Were these beings waiting for anyone to come and get them? Ace of Cups. That can be a yes. And look at that. On the bottom is the Chariot. That's a vehicle. And a warrior spirit. Number 7. Ace of Cups is a yes. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water. Flow. Intuitions, feelings, and emotions. Wow. Were they waiting for other beings? Ace of Swords? Are you shitting me? And look, the hand is coming out of the cloud. That's a double yes for me because it's the Truth Sword. It's clarity. It's the Ace of Swords and the Ace. Look, King of Swords. He wields the Truth Sword. He may be a watcher, authority figure too. Wow. Okay, now, did they leave on their own? Did these beings leave on their own? Ooh, Queen of Swords. That is so crazy. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, look at that. And the Devil on the bottom. The Queen of Swords. Didn't we started out the reading just like that. We got the Devil, and then we got Queen of Swords. Wow. So the Queen of Swords can be, yes, this is clarity, protects our feelings and emotions. This is cutting out any nonsense, BS, lies, deception, balancing something out, the True Sword, and the Devil. That's Capricorn energy, an earth sign, that strings attached, some kind of attachment, some kind of chain together, malevolence, violence, negativities, negative outside influence, addictions, negative habits, some kind of negative figure. That could be fear too. Did anybody or anything really come and pick them up? Did anything or anybody go and pick them up somehow? Wow. Wild. We have 2 yeses. 6 of Wands. That's really interesting. So the 6 of Wands is success, victory, triumph. On the stage, spotlight, recognition. And the Sun is a big yes, too. They were successful at it. The Sun is enlightenment, joy, happiness, awakenings, illuminated. Look at that. Cut to just justice. Wild. Okay. I have to ask, was it our government? Oh my gosh. Temperance. Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. King of Swords. Ace of Wands. I'm done with this deck for now. Wow. We got a lot. So Temperance is divine timing, the right time, right? And it's also Sagittarius fire. It's mixing cups, mixing energies, celebration, divine timing, Archangel Michael. So he wields the True Sword. He's a protector and angel guidance, some kind of guidance anyway. And then the Ace of Pentacles is a yes. This is an offer, right? Out of the clouds of something tangible, material, planting seeds to manifest something or create something, accomplish something. Then the King of Swords, authority figure, okay? He may be a watcher. He wields the True Sword. He protects his feelings and emotions, but he stands for truth and justice, something being balanced out. Then we have the Ace of Wands, something manifested. This can be inspirations and actions. Magic wand, magic. Weird. That is crazy. All right. All right. Mystical Dream Tarot. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, here we go. With the family watching through the gate, looking in the backyard, did they see any of the 2 beings moving around in their backyard? Did the family see any of the beings moving around in their backyard? Oh my gosh, the High Priestess. Well, that High Priestess is a number 2 of the major arcanas. She who sees things too, but doesn't speak them, doesn't share that information. She holds secrets, knowledge, and information. She's psychic, intuitive, but she sees things. She knows things. I do. I do. Is that why they backed up in the video and were like frightened? Is because they seen a being moving in the backyard? Is that because they like backed up and started freaking out in the video? Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, the Lovers. Huh! This is the number 6. The 6th house is Virgo, the body, wealth, health, or wellness, health, daily routines, boundaries, and organization. The lovers can be a relationship. It can be two energies, the two beings, and they are naked here, so they're vulnerable. Very interesting, but they're seen under the moonlight. The moon is about illumination. It could also be the sun, which is illumination too. I think they've seen them both. I do. And it was like out in the... Okay, so I am back. My phone actually died, and I put it on the charger, turned back on. I left it charging, and I clicked record. I watched myself, and I seen that, you know, it was counting while I was recording. I got done, cleaned up everything, and the whole picture of it was white, complete white. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, what I was talking about was the beings being wide out in the open for them to see. This light from the sun or moon, it's illuminating, it's being lit up. So these bluish gray people, beings, creatures, and there's two, you know, and so I think so. I think they absolutely seen them and freaked out and was frightened and backed up. So let's finish this thing, okay? All right, so with the recording, filming the backyard area, was one of these beings seen on the video, the actual video, because people have been watching this video in slow motion, zooming in, heightening everything. I want to know, was one of those beings actually seen on the backyard video? Was one of the beings actually seen on the backyard video, please? This is what I got before, when my phone wasn't recording right. 4 of Pentacles. This is confined, tight, held back, confining something. I don't feel like it's one of these beings is seen in the video. I really don't. So, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, let's keep going. So, now, when Angel called Metro Police, what did he think they could do? What did he think the police was going to do? Lady of Pentacles. That's the Queen of Pentacles. That's about security. Secure blanket. Secure them and somehow secure the family, but secure these beings somehow. So, absolutely. This is also cutting out BS, nonsense, financial support, material support, some kind of support. Okay. So there's that. Now, same messages. Okay. I wish I had the previous recording. Oh, well. That's why I'm doing this again. Okay. So, does the family think that with this event, with their footage, with their presence, their story, that this is some kind of truth being shown to people? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so don't mind my girls. My girl and neighbor girl. They're little girls, they play. But anyway, we have the Hermit card again. And now we have the Ouroboros. So, oh man, in the previous reading, at the end, I pulled 3 Oracle. One was from the Mystic Martian Oracle, right here. Ouroboros. That's what I got at the end of the reading. So, I want to... Okay, hold on. So, the Wisdom Teacher is the Hermit card in the Tarot. It is Virgo energy. So, number 9, higher perceptions, higher perspective, higher learning, higher education. Okay, this is what it's about. The Ouroboros in this tarot is actually the Wheel of Fortune. It's a number 10. These both are major arcanas, 9, 10. We're coming to a completion. We're coming to a cycle. Things are ending for new beginnings. It's like we're all going through a death rebirth of information and knowledge. The Wisdom Teacher. She holds knowledge. This can be her meaning pulling back meditation, but inner knowledge, hidden knowledge, inner light, old soul. Okay? And so, with the number 10, it's all about that completion, the cycles. This is exactly what it's about. Truth is coming to the light. The Wheel of Fortune can be fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons, incarnations, the zodiac wheel, forward movement. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, money. So now, now we can end this with a few oracle. And I'm going to keep this Ouroboros card from the Mystic Martian Oracle. I may pull one more from that and we'll call it good. All right, Divine Source Light Creator, Guides of Love Light Only. What do we need to know about this event, this situation? Any other truth, any other confirmation, synchronicities? What else? Oh, boy. What else can we get, please? Thank you. Okay, that is hilarious. It's a number 19. The major arcana in the tarot, 19, is the Sun card. Illumination, coming up to light. It's an awakening. It's an enlightenment for everybody. It's global. It's society. It's community. That 19 is also number 10. So now we have 10-10. It's a completion. We are going through this cycle, these huge transformations and changes. It says, I focus my thoughts on abundance and gratitude. So the thoughts, the mind, this is gaining wisdom, knowledge, higher learning, truth, clarity. All right. And then, I'm not even going to read it out of the guidebook. So let's do the Ouroboros. It's infinity, eternal, past life. 34. 34 is a 7. The 7th house is about balance, relationships, unions, harmony. This is when we gain wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? Truth is powerful. So, from the Mystic Martian Oracle, see what else we get. It's quite interesting. The lies, the deception is eating its own tail. Okay? Truth always comes up to the surface. It always comes to light. All right. Can we get one last message from the Mystic Martian Oracle about this whole situation, this whole event before we end this part 1 reading? Number 3. 3 is that Gemini air energy. Gemini is like the twins. And this is communication, transportation, journeys, and technology. It says corrupt, unethical cults. This is coming to an end. The lies, the deception, the evil, the negativity, whatever you want to call it, it is coming to an end. The Ouroboros. All right? They're eating their own tail. The negatives, the malevolent, right? Okay, so that is going to be it for part 1 on the crash and beings in family's Las Vegas backyard. Okay? So, again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Always ask questions. Always have an open mind, because we keep learning and growing. We keep finding out things. You know, nothing is set in stone. We really don't know anything. So, thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I want you to comment. I want your thoughts and beliefs. You know, what you got out of this regarding this situation, this event. So, again, thank you, and I will see you guys in part 2 reading. And that's it. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you again. Bye. We'll see you there.